Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, I'm hearing myself. Okay, I'm going to wait some minutes until some people come to the streaming. Wait a moment. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to start with. I'm going to go to the page where you can uh, create the lobby. This arena.dfdao.xyz. This is where you can create your own arena. Uh, so this is a modified version from the default lobbies from the CK gay. I don't know how to say it. Oops. The official website of Dark Forest. All these ROMs are like in the Gnosis chain, and our site is like a lobby implementation, but in the Gnosis Optimist chain, where it has also some new mechanics, like the target planets or the spawn planets that we are going to explain later on. And being in the Gnosis Optimist chains makes the game be more cheaper and faster. Like it's free to play in this chain. So how do you create your game? Is you just create arena. Then you have here three options. You can log in with an existing account, generate a new burner wallet, or import a private key. Since this is a new chain, the Optimist chain, probably you are not going to have an account in this new chain. So I have this option because I have two accounts here, this one and this one. You can select the account with one or two, But since I want to do this like from start, from from the perspective of someone that doesn't have any account and is the first time that joins here, I will refresh and generate a new burner wallet account. Okay, so I will just generate a new burner wallet. I press N and click enter. So it created a new burner wallet. It is stored in the local storage. If I want to know the private key right now, I can go to the local storage and see it. But this is the public address, right? You can see it here. Press any key to continue. I just press enter, and then it's getting XD from the faucet, from the Optimus faucet. So you don't need to send money to this wallet or anything. You will automatically receive some XD. It's just 5 cents, as you saw. It's just 5 cents, but you will see that for the Gnosis Optimus, this is like it's not a lot of money, but you can play like 1,000 games if you want because the gas costs are super cheap. It's practically free to play in this in this chain. So here do you have four options. These all are like pre-made maps. You can click this map and it will charge the configuration of a map standard that we have here, but it's like a placeholder. It's nothing special. You have like three options. The one player option, you have a spawn planet here and a target planet here, and you cross the universe to get the target planet. You have the four player map called Battle for the Center, where you have four spawn planets, so four players uh, that fight for reaching the center and capturing the central planet. This the red dot, and you have the two players map race, where both players spawn at the bottom, and they need to cross the universe to get the target planet, but like in the way they will fight each other to take advantage. And then you have the custom that is just you can just customize your world as you want, without or with target planets as you want, and it's like a plain map config that you can customize as you want. So today we are trying to make like a 8 player map. So for that we are going to click the 4 player map and we are going to customize. Well, before going to the customization, first of all, you can if you play the 4 player map and you want to play a game but with a different I don't know, biome or space types, like a different map, but the same like logic of 4 players going to the center, you can just click this button and randomize the map, and you will see that like the map changes and the players there will change and everything. And you can just randomize the map as the times you want until you found one that you think is cool. Um, like if you want only like a 4 player map like this, you can just change the randomize and play, and it's that easy. But if you want to go into more deep customization, you click well, you are in the 4 player, and you click customize world, and you have all these different options that if you are new to Dark Forest or new to making lobbies, you will not understand very much for what each one they are. So I'm going to explain each one separated, and you will understand what does it changes each option. So we're going to the first one, the game settings. This is pretty easy. Like the game speed, this modifies the everything, like the energy regen, the movement of the when you send energy from one planet to another. Uh, it will be faster if your speed is faster. For example, if I put 60, it will be like instantly there is like no speed. Like there is like no time between sending a transaction from a planet to another. You can also modify like the default caps of each stat on the planets. So this is like the default stats of each planet. Like in a normal lobby, you have these stats, but if you put like the energy cap to the 50%, then all the planets will have the 50% uh, of the energy cap that they have as a default. Hey, hola Hank. So I will put as a 100% again because I don't want to change that. This you can toggle this if you want to have planet transfer or not. If you have this toggle, then by default, like the transfer of the planets is enabled, so you can like give planets to another player. If you disable this, then players cannot do that. I will put that they can, but I don't really care for this one. The location rebel cooldown, I think this is for the broadcast. I think like the time between broadcast that each player has, right? That you can broadcast a planet each X time, and this is the X that you can change as you want. And this is the amount of points for each silver withdrawn. When you withdraw silver in a space-time rip, it transforms into points, and this is like how much one of silver is transformed into score. So 10 of silver will be 1 point of score. Like this is what the round 5 Other Forest, the official round, has as conversion. Okay, so this is pretty straightforward. This pane. We are going to the next one. That is the world size. Okay, this is also very simple. When there is a uh, normal round, like the official rounds of Dark Forest, have this world radius. Uh, when a new player arrives at the game, the world radius expands. So if you don't want that, you can toggle this and make it to be locked. So in this, like right now, for example, for this map, if I join the game, the radius will not expand. But if I toggle this, then when I join the game, the world radius will expand and be bigger because there is a new player. I will put locked because I don't want it to expand. The world radius, it's the symbol is the radius of the universe. You can change it. If I put like 10,000, then it will be bigger, right? And if I put only 1,000, it will be smaller. Well, maybe this is so small that you cannot appreciate it. Like 6, I put 6, and you see it's smaller. I put 8. Oops. And you see this bigger. Okay. Okay, so this is for the world radius. Then we have the space type and biome here. So these toggle things are like for like mirroring the the space types of the map. If I untoggle this, you will see that this is like how the map looks as a default. It's like it is different in each point. There is no equal part. But if I mirror like in the x-axis, the space type and the biome, you will see that it like the part of the top is the same as the part of the bottom, And if I toggle this also, you will see that each quarter is the same, like it is mirrored in X and Y. So then you have these three options to change like the space type and biomes. The size of the space types changes the size of the space types. If I decrease it, you will see that the space types are like smaller, right? You see like there is a lot of smaller space types that you cannot even appreciate. If I put bigger, you will see that the space types, like each space type is bigger, right? So this we have like a super big nebula space. If I decrease it a little bit, then we have like a like medium uh, size of space types. Okay, so if you increase it, space types are bigger. If you decrease it, they are smaller. So that's that. Space type threshold. Okay, so in Dark Forest, like each tile has a property that is perling that is just a number is a number is like the temperature of that tile, um, and the space type are based on that perling, right? So you are putting here. I will separate the thresholds a little bit. Wait. Okay, I can change it. So I will separate the thresholds a little bit. So I have here like four space types: nebula, space, deep space, and dead space. So for the one at the left, like this part is the nebula, this part is the space, this part is the deep space, and this part is the dead space. So, and I can choose like the three thresholds between each space type. So if the perling is 9 or above of 9, then it will be uh, space. But if it is below 9, it will be nebula, right? So you can see that if I increase it, then I'm enabling that more nebula can appear because like below there are more tiles that are below 11 than below 9, right? So if I increase it, more nebula will appear, right? It's like this like more, I don't know how to how to describe the color, but this like this light blue color, right? Yeah, light blue. This light blue color is the nebula. If I increase it, you will see that it appears more, right? Okay, so I will decrease it a little bit. And this is the threshold for between space and deep space. If uh, I decrease it, less deep space can appear because there are less tiles that has these thresholds. Yeah, and you will see less space. Sorry, space, not deep space. So if I decrease it more, you will see less space and less space, right? And now it's everything deep space. I will put it back, something like this, and maybe this, a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, maybe one idea that I thought is maybe if you change like well, I'm answering Hank if you in case that somebody's like looking the video after the stream. That he asked me if he is going to try. Well, he not didn't ask it. He just said that he will try to make it a bit more clear. Like my idea was to maybe change the color of these like bars, like between this bar and this bar. Like this bar make it light blue, this bar make it like blue, like this deep space, like these colors, right? So people can understand it better. But maybe it's complex. I don't know. I don't know how to handle this, but yeah, I think people will. It's hard for to understand it at first. And yeah, this last point is the data space threshold, uh, like between deep space and data space. If I decrease it, like it will appear more deep space. You can see it because I'm allowing that more data space can appear because they are more like Perlin tiles above 17. So if I decrease the threshold, then all the 17 tiles can appear, transform into dead space. Yeah, okay. And this biome thresholds, I think is it has something to do with the biomes that are like the wasteland, the lava, the ice biome, and I don't really know how this works. I don't really care to be honest because it's like biomes are not that important besides the artifacts that you can find in them. But yeah, I guess it's something to change like the threshold for each biome appear. Do you know, Hank, what this does? Something for biomes. I don't know if you will going to be using it, but if you want, maybe I don't know. It's not really that important, I think. Okay, so planet rarity. Oh, this has to do with well, I will change the space type because this is so ugly. Wait a moment. Okay, something like this. Okay, planet rarity. So biomes, like I think it's just like graphic design. It's cool to have different planets of different colors and things like that. Um, but they don't have any different like planets. The status of the planets doesn't change between biomes. But the thing that changes is the artifacts that you can find in these biomes. So I think you have more chances to find like a wormhole in a specific biome, or like a photoid cannon, or like a black domain. So I don't know if you want to hunt them, you may maybe go through for this type of biomes. And they also like each biome gives like different stats of this artifact because they can have like artifacts has different stats like pyramids, colossus, and monoliths, and they're like better better biomes for getting artifacts if you want to get the best stats, but they are not like super good stats or super good changes that incentivize you to go for a specific biome or something. It's like it's okay. Every biome is good, so there's not like an OP biome. The only biome is like the corrupted biome that is always in the other space. So it's like it's more buffed because it is in the other space and the space type gives more stats to the planets, but it's not because the the biome is because the space type. Okay, so planet rarity. Um, Planet rarity. This number is how it's like the rarity of a planet that. Oof, how to explain this? Like how rare is to a planet appear in each tile. So if you decrease this number, basically, more planets will appear. Like you will have more planets in your map if you decrease this number. But if you increase this number, there will be fewer planets in your map, right? So if you want to have a lot of planets, you increase. If you have to have less planets, you decrease. This is for the maximum planet level that can be generated in the map. So if you put to level 5, for example, you will not have planets higher than the level 5. The level 5. The level 5 is the maximum that can appear. There will not appear level 6, level 7, level 8, level 9. Maybe you can add them later, like manually, but automatically generated, they will not appear. Okay. So for this time, I will put level 7. Cannot is the maximum level, and this is the frequency of planet levels that you can modify it as you want. But basically, you decide also how frequent is a planet level to appear. Like the lower levels have more chances to appear because they are like lower levels, and then there are fewer, and the high levels there is less chance to appear. They are more rare. Okay. Okay, so now let's go to player spawn. So yeah, this is one of the new features that we have in arena lobbies. That is the spawn planets. So in the normal lobbies, in the normal roads of Dark Forest, you randomly spawn in the map. You cannot choose where you spawn. Well, you can choose where you spawn if you have like a if you do a little trick. But what I mean is like you cannot hard code where players can spawn as an admin or as a I don't know as smart contract levels. Like players can spawn in a designed territories from Berlin. So in the official rounds, I think you can only spawn in Nebula space. So you just join the game and search for a planet that is in the nebula. We set the nebula threshold to 12, the Berlin 12. So when I go here, if I want to make that only players can spawn in the nebula, I will be going to put like between 0 and 12, and players will be only able to spawn in nebula right now. Right? If I wanted them to be able to spawn in space, I will put between 12 and 14, and I will go to here and put 14 and 12, and between 12 and 14, and now they can only spawn in the blue territories, in the space territories. Okay. But if you toggle this, that players can only spawn into admin designated spawn planets, the players will be only able to spawn in these yellow planets that you manually generated, and only 4 players can join this game, for example, right? And this equivalent spawnable radius, I don't really know what this is, but it is 0, so don't touch it. I don't know. If you know, Hank, what it is, you can tell us. I will drink a little bit of water. This the equivalent spawnable radius, that is 0. What this is for what? Okay, so it doesn't matter if you like. Oh, so if you put like, for example, this world radius is 8,000. So if I put like 7,000, only they can only spawn in the like between 8,000 and level 1,000, right? Like at the limit. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, that's cool then. That's very cool then. Players can only, but for this, like, this doesn't matter. If I have this toggle, this doesn't matter, right? Because they can only spawn in these planets. Well, I guess I will put it into 0 and have only these planets be spawnable because I want this to be like that. Because we want to make like a 8-player map. Okay, so we have the player spawn. Let's go with the space junk. So the space junk is the new thing that Dark Forest made for the round 5 that makes you have like a limit of planets that you can like hold or own. Each planet, like a level 0 planet has like 20 of junk. Level 1 has 25. You can change that. You can customize this. But if the sum of all your planets, uh, the junk of all your planets is 1,000, you cannot have more planets than that. Like, you cannot surpass this limit. And you can like you can in space junk in this new with this new space junk mechanic you can abandon planets and they have like a little boost. If you make a spawn planet inside the radius, the neutral list will revert. Okay, so here, if you, for example, if you have like a planet in the, I don't know, in the 5,000 range of the center, and you have a minimum of okay, if you have, do you hear me now? I think my mic went off. Hello? Okay, if you have, do you hear me now? Okay, I think perfect. Um, yeah, if you have 7,000 and your planet is at 5,000, the Tarsatium will revert and people cannot spawn in these planets. So you need to put this like 0 or below the spawn planets. Space junk. When you abandon a planet, you have like a little boost. So um, you can modify this boost here. You can make that this boost gives you a speed of 11x or a range of 11x. I don't know. You can change this as you want, and you can change the junk of each level also as you want. And if you don't want space junk, you can just untoggle this, and then you don't have space junk. It is disabled. Okay, so capture zones are under construction in this arena mode because it's a new chain and we are working on that. Also, Hank, I found a bug here that if you click 7, you can see the capture zones. Like you cannot click this, but you can click 7 if you want to change that. You can like this a little bug. Okay, so let's go to artifacts now. You can change the time, like the activation delay that the photo cannon has. You know, the photo cannon, you activate it and you need to wait like a time to in order to send the move with the buff of range and speed. So you can set the seconds that you need to wait. I think in the default official rounds it is like 4 hours or something like that, but you can change it to 30 seconds or something like that. Um, and these values are like the points that the score that gives you discovering one of these uh, artifacts. I think it's useless for arenas. In order, like, if you have a target planet, the objective of the game is to win through capturing this planet, and it's not like through a score. So maybe it's useless then. But if you want like just to do like a normal round without the target planet, you can still have this and modify as you want. Okay, then the admin permissions. You can enable or disable the admin permissions. You know, there is this admin controls plugin inside the lobby that you can use like to give the ownership of a planet to other players or to yourself, or I don't know. It's like admin controls in the game. You can enable or disable. So if you disable it, nobody is the admin and like nobody has power to change nothing. And if you enable it, then the owner is the admin. And the allow list is the white list for the well, it's the allow list for the game. Like only the players that are in the allow list, like the addresses that are in the allow list, can join the game. I didn't use it this never, so I don't know how you push addresses to this allow list. I don't know where do you maybe when you create the world it says, hey, who which addresses do you want to add to the allow list? And you say this one. I don't know. I think there's maybe if you activate it, maybe in the future you have like an option. That is in dev coming soon. Okay, so there is no allow list for now. Then you have advanced snarks. So you this is for the CK stuff of the Dark Forest. You know, Dark Forest is well known for having like this hidden map, the hidden map info on chain. And in order to discover this map info, you need like to hash um, a CK snark to discover what is there, like if there is a planet, if there is no planet, what type of planet there is. So you can enable or disable CK. So if you disable it, like this is true, if you toggle this, you will not have any hidden information, any hidden map. So it will be like exploring nothing, like there is no difficulty in hashing the new tiles and discovering the planets. So it's like people don't need to have like a super strong PC computer uh, or something to discover new map. You can change here like the hashes of the planet. It will change. It will randomize uh, how planet appears, how space appears, how biomes appear. So you see if I change this, if I change it to 2401, you see that all the space type changes, and if I put back to the same number, it changes back to the to the form that it has before. The planet is for the same, but if you have like the CK disabled, I think the planet has doesn't change. I think so. Yeah, I think so. For this to randomize the planet hash, you need to like enable CK. I think, and the biome is the same. And then you have the target planets. That is also the other new feature that we have in this arena mode. That is like the planets that if you capture that planet, you win the round, you win the arena. And in order to claim victory, you need to capture that planet and then click a button that says claim victory, and you can only claim victory if you have the 50% of the energy of the planet. You can change that to be you need to have the 100% of the energy, or you can win if you have only the 1%, as you want. You can customize this. But if you don't want this, you can only turn this off, and you don't have this. But I want this. And then the only option left is these spaceships that you click, and you can select what spaceships do you want to spawn when a player spawns in the game. Uh, for this game, for example, by default, this put mothership, whale, and gear. Titan and Crescent are disabled. You can enable it or disable it. And right now, I only will have 3 spaceships: mothership, whale, and gear. You can put like the 277 DAO rounds. They only have activated the gear spaceship, so will be like this. They changed all the code of their lobbies to make that only gear appears. But if you do this through Arena, you can change this like with a click. So you don't have to change all the code to do that. It's more easy. And then yeah, we have all the options. The only thing left is the adding the planets. So you can see you can add these planets, these yellow dots and this red dot are like the planets that I added. These ones are added by default. Like as I said, this is like a pre-made map. So you have these planets as default. But you can delete them if you want. Like for example, the target planet is at the coordinates 0, 0. It's a level 4 and the type is 4. Okay, also the type is like if it is a planet, if it is an asteroid field, if it is a space-time rip, if it is a quasar, right? So there is no like helping saying which type it is each one, but I think it is the type 0 is the planet, like the normal planet. The type 1 is the asteroid field. The type 2 is the foundry. The type 3 is the space-time rip, and the type 4 is the quasar, right? So this will be like a level 4 planet quasar. So a level 4 quasar. And this is, as you can see, this is a target. Yes. Spawn, no. So the spawns are these 4, like this yellow, and the target is this one. So if I want to add a planet, you will need to put, like for example, we are going to make a planet in the 1000. We are going to make a level 6. The type 0, a normal planet. We don't want to be a target and we don't want it to be a spawn. So we state the planet and our planet will appear here. The pink one ones are the normal planets. The red ones are the target planets, and the yellow are the spawn planets. So I make a planet here. I will make also like around the, if I change the coordinates, I will put like another planet here, another planet here. So I have like around the center, I have like these planets. And here. So I have the planets surrounding the center, right? And I will also change the target planet because it is like too low. It is a level 4. You start at a level 3, so you will want like be a bit more difficult. So I will delete this, and I will make in the 0, 0, make a level 6 because like the planets surrounding are also level 6. I will put it to be a quasar as a type 4 and to be a target. And I stage planet and it appears in the center, and it will be like I said, a level 6 quasar target planet. So this is like for setting the place that will be made when the arena is created. So right now we finish it with all the customization, right? So we just create a world. We click create a world, and we are going to create the arena. We create a lobby. It's creating. It's a transaction submitted, and it's waiting to be confirmed. It's deploying to all the contracts for the arena. Mhm. Okay, it's taking a little bit. I even remember that was this time that time. I think it was faster before. Maybe there is an error here. Oops, there is there is an error with the WebSocket. Oops. We found a bug. Seems that there is a error with the WebSocket provider. Okay, this is the RPC that is like failing the connection with the blockchain. I will. We are testing the Gnosis Optimus network, so we are like in the search of bugs and something like this. So so this is a bug, like with the RPC, like it is not sending the transaction. I'm going to send a message to Chaos God. Okay, for this time I will like this gives us the opportunity to test the download feature for our config. So we made our config and we can download the config. I download config, and then if I close this, for example, and make again a new lobby, I log in with the lobby. I log in with the new account that I made, the number 3. I come back here, and I don't have the lobby that I made before, but if I upload and load the config that I saved, then pop, I have the config from before. We're going to test again if there's the same problem. Okay, approve the transaction before this doesn't happen. Okay, and it's created. It was fast. I don't know what happened before. So now you know what to do if that fails. But I just messaged Tony. He will see what happens and maybe talk with the Nose Chain team because we are testing with them about like they are adding all this new stuff. We are like the first users of this Gnosis Optimist chain, so it's typical to have these errors, and we are in the hunt of finding these bugs and fixing them. Okay, so I created the lobby, and before entering the lobby, I need to add the planets that I staged. So I add all the planets. Mm. Okay, I added all the planets now, and before entering, you can maybe copy this link that is like a message for inviting someone. For example, if I send it in the chat, it is something like this. You has challenged you to a Dark Forest arena battle. Click the link to play, and you click the link, and you enter the universe. Yeah, I want to continue. And what happened here? Target plans are active, but no target plans have been created. Wait a moment. Oh, I need to. Okay, I need to add the second page also. Okay, okay, okay. So there were like two pages of planets, and I only added the first page. Now, yeah, now all planets are created, and I can enter the universe. Okay. No. Now I'm the play client, and I log in with the account that I want to play. I want to play with the new one that I created. I want to play or spectate. I want to play this game. Okay, so it is loading everything. Okay, wait a moment. Okay, so I have like the four options now. Like because we only added four planets to be spawnable, and I select which planet I want to spawn on. I would select the first option. So also for here for this confirmer, you can approve or you can auto confirm all the transactions made from this client, and then it will not show up every time that you made a transaction. So I will make toggle the auto confirm and approve. Okay, I was too late. I will toggle the auto confirm and approve. Will drink a little bit of water. There is the initialize player transaction and the give space transactions going on. Submit, confirm it, and now if I click enter, I will be in the game. Okay, so he's like here I am. Here's like a bit introduction. There is real money. Be interested in the game. Okay. Well, there is real money, but yeah, like the money that you're playing on with this new Warner wallet is it's like 5 cents that were given to you by a faucet. So like, you don't have nothing in this game, but yeah. It says the bonus wallet address is this one. Oops, but it sends me to. Oh, we need to change that. Hank, when you click this, it sends you to the block scout, but the mainnet, not the optimism. So maybe we should change this to this mainnet for optimism. But I don't know if people will be interested. But it's like a thing, a smart thing. Enable pop-ups and everything. If you are a new player, you want to see this. You see the private keys here. If I click 2 times, it will show all the private key, but I'm not going to do because I don't want to show my private key. Your home coordinates, where your planet is. When you, yeah, it says here to, if you want to save your private key in a paper or something in real life. Yeah, your home coordinates, things private informal that you shouldn't show to other players. Okay, proceed. Okay, and this is the tutorial. If you want to do the tutorial, you click yes, but I'm not going to do that. And then here we are in the game. As you can see, like the exploration is super fast because the CK is off. But we have all this new map. This is the target planet. This is the 4 planets that we created around the target planet. And oops, there is a spawn planet. There is another spawn planet. And there is another spawn planet. Hank, if you wanna show the people, you can join the game and like we see that we can see you in the home planet. And you can start playing. As you can see, like if you go to settings, you see the balance. You can see that the deployment, like the deployment and the initialization and the give your spaceships, like all the transactions were cost. The cost was like, look at this. We gave like 5 cents, and you spent, I don't know, 1 millionth of that. Like nothing. And I will send a transaction, and you will see like the costs. Also, it's super fast, as you can see, like how it is submitted and it's approved. It was super fast. It's like I don't know. For me, it's like amazing the time that is between the with, between the submitting and the confirming. Like in the normal runs, you have like more seconds. I don't know, maybe sometimes until 10 seconds or something like that to approve them. But this is like 1 second or 1 second and a half. It's very fast. One, two, uh, two. Maybe I counted too faster. I'm across the map. Oh, here it is. Here is Hank. We can see him with the different color of the surrounding the planet. As we said, only these 3 spaceships. He only has the whale, the mothership, and the gear. We we have the same. Like this is the level 7. I was checking because we put like that's the maximum level of a planet that can appear randomly is 6. So this is the maximum. This level 6 planet. We could put to we could put level 9 planets manually, but we put level 6. But randomly can only appear level 6. Okay, so this is everything. If you have any questions or anything related with the new arenas, you can go to the Discord of the FDAO. You can follow us in. I don't want to do promotion, but DFDAO. You can follow us in DFDAO. D lower dash FDAO. We are going to post announcements and updates of the arenas all this month that we are going to be testing these new arenas and improving it with changes every week and patches. And that's everything. You can join the Discord here with this link, and you can ask any questions there. Okay? You can also contact through DMs or Uh, I don't know. Any ways that you see that we can answer. We are pretty open. So that's everything. I hope you liked it. If there is anyone in the chat that wants to do any question, but I think it's only Therox Hank right now. Anyways, this will be recorded, so there will be people that will see this in the future. I don't know. I will play a little bit, but I will disconnect soon. Yeah, I'm going to sing off also. I wanted just to show how to make the lobbies. That was everything. Okay, so see you guys in Discord, and if you stay around, thank you for watching. I don't know. See you around. Bye bye.